Hello and a very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news show on CNN News 18 and I'm Sakshi Singh Litori. Over the next 1 hour, we'll be bringing you all the top headlines and all the latest developments from the nation and across the globe. At the top of the segment, some breaking news now coming in. Well, we are learning that Prime Minister Narendra Modi has spoken to US President Joe Biden on Monday and in fact briefed him on his visit to Ukraine. Prime Minister Modi in fact also discussed the Bangladesh situation and emphasized for a need for early restoration of normalcy and ensuring the safety of Hindus residing in Bangladesh as well. This was the first time that the issue was discussed between India and the United States at the highest level. White House in fact went on to release a statement on the phone call. The statement in fact read that US President Joe Biden spoke with Prime Minister Modi of India to discuss the Prime Minister's recent trip to Poland and Ukraine as well as the United Nations General Assembly meetings in September. The President commended the Prime Minister for his historic visits to Poland and Ukraine, for his message of peace and ongoing humanitarian support for Ukraine, including its energy sector. We have CNN News 18's Akanksha Swaroop in fact joining us on the phone line. Akanksha, very good morning to you. What significance does this hold that the highest officers of both the nations have spoken about Prime Minister Modi's recent visit to Ukraine and Poland?
A very good morning to you, Sakshi, and all viewers. The fact that it was the US President Joe Biden who has made this phone call to the Indian Prime Minister goes on to also indicate the kind of significance the United States bestows upon the role that the Prime Minister has played in his two-nation tour that he made last week to Poland and Ukraine. We also know that the Indian Prime Minister is the first Prime Minister in several decades to have visited both the countries. Having said that, as you rightly highlighted, the President of the United States also commended the Prime Minister for his historic visits, for the role that he's played on by emphasizing on the humanitarian support for Ukraine, including the energy sector, and the need to push for a comprehensive, dialogue and diplomacy as far as resolving that entire war scenario is concerned. But important to also keep in mind that today itself, Kiev has in fact been attacked by Russia yet again. It has been one of the biggest attacks in this entire war so far. Their energy sector has also been targeted, something that also surfaced in the phone call between the US President and the Indian Prime Minister. But having said that, there was also mention of Bangladesh and the overall security situation in the Indo-Pacific. Remember, India and the United States are part of a very important grouping called the Quad. India will also be playing host to the Quad Summit. Having said that, it was an overall roundup of the entire contribution that the United States are also making to the ongoing geopolitical climate.
Right, Akanksha. And what in terms of the upcoming meetings in the September, as mentioned in this particular tweet by the White House, what exactly do we know about the discussion that both the leaders had with regards to that?
Absolutely. We also know that the UNGA will be happening. The United Nations General Assembly meeting will be happening in September. There was a lot of speculation with regards to whether or not Indian Prime Minister will be representing himself over there, or whether it will be the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar, who will be representing India at the UNGA. But that has been confirmed in the read of President Joe Biden's call with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, which has been shared. House that mentions that Prime Minister will also be making a trip to the UNGA that's taking place in September. As I also mentioned, there's also the talk of Quad, and we all are aware of the fact that India will be playing host to Quad. So that is also this entire phone conversation was also a sort of look ahead to these important events that are coming up.
Also, Akanksha, if we were to look at the highlights of this conversation, the word that we have picked up from our sources with regards to the conversation that both the leaders had, something very crucial is that the condition and the plight of the Hindus residing in Bangladesh. What was the solution or maybe the conversation with regards to that particular issue between the two leaders?
You know, both the leaders have affirmed their continuous support for peaceful resolution of conflicts. This should be in accordance with international law on the basis of UN Charter, whether it is the conflict scenario in Ukraine or even the situation in Bangladesh. We all know that the new interim government chief, Mr. Mohammed Yunus. Professor Yunus is he's somebody who has already been honored by the United States. He is in the books of the United States. And so for Prime Minister Modi to have raised the issue of the attacks on Hindus in Bangladesh is of extreme importance, because remember, soon after Professor Yunus had also taken over as the interim chief to the new government, he had also advocated and addressed the entire overall situation when it comes to attacks on Hindus and minorities. He had openly condemned it. He also met with a Hindu delegation as he visited one of the Hindu temples over there. So much is being done, but with the United States also being aligned on the platform as India, India can perhaps expect a more expedited action when it comes to addressing and condemning all those attacks on minorities.
Absolutely, Akanksha. Thank you so much for putting all of that into perspective for our viewers. We'll keep coming back to for more development with regards to this particular story about the conversation that both the leaders and the top officers of both the nations had with regards to the plight of Hindus residing in Bangladesh, as well as Prime Minister Modi's recent visit to Poland and Ukraine. Right now, shifting focus to